What is going on, beautiful people? Good evening. It's a late one tonight, and my apologies. Crazy day, crazy busy day for Cold Front here. Had a lot to do with the boys and running errands and everything else. So, listen, going to get right to it. The Buffalo Bills finally at least pulled the trigger and made some moves. I'm not going to say that they're the best moves that I have seen. Not even going to say that I was thrilled the second that I saw them. However, what I will say is that when calming down, well, I don't want to say calming down, when really taking a step back, looking at these signings and the players and the situation for the Buffalo Bills with the scheme and the type of defense that they're going to be running, they're actually not bad picks, folks. They're not bad. I'm sorry. They're not bad signings. No, the Buffalo Bills did not make that blockbuster move. No, they did not go out and spend $100 million on a single football player. However, I think what they just did with the signing of Bradley Chubb yesterday and then Mr. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, I don't feel that the Bills got any worse today. And quite frankly, I think that they stepped up their stuff. And I do believe that both of these gentlemen will be key contributors to the Buffalo Bills defense next year. I really do. Let's start with, first of all, let me know what you feel. Everybody that's hanging out, appreciate you. Late night. It's not going to be too long. It's been a much longer episodes during the days, but I'm not going to be on here for an hour and a half, 2 hours. First of all, let me know what you feel the Buffalo Bills have done. Where would you grade them, through the A, B, the letter scale? Please let me know that. Drop that in the comments if you haven't already. If you're new here, appreciate you. Subscribe and follow immediately and get all your notifications and share with all your friends. Like the video. We're doing our best throughout the offseason to keep you updated, obviously, with all NFL news, mainly Buffalo Bills, but just about anything that's going on in the world of football. So, that said, bigger contract, Bradley Chubb yesterday. The Bills signed Bradley Chubb to a 3-year deal. He was a free agent, most recently with the Miami Dolphins. Going to get a little into who Bradley Chubb is. We're going to start with some of his statistics, almost box score style numbers, if you will. And here's Bradley Chubb this is his entire career. As you can see, most recently in Miami with the Dolphins for the past really 4 seasons, but keep in mind in 2024, Bradley Chubb did not play football. He was hurt. He was out with a torn ACL, as you can see right here on the screen. So the year before and the year after that non-participation year, so 2023 and 2025, Bradley had 19 and a half sacks combined. 11 in 2023, as you'll notice. I'll just highlight this for you. Here we go. 11 in 2023, 8.5 last year in 2025. He played all 17 games last year. Started all 17 games last year as well. So that ACL didn't seem to slow him much up at all as far as playing football. Did this ACL have anything to do, or will it have anything to do with a potential for lack of production based on what Bradley Chubb can put out there on the football field? Well, that kind of remains to be seen. That's 1 year outside of the injury. He had a couple of forced fumbles, landed on a fumble, returned a fumble. 8.5 sacks would have led the Buffalo Bills, by the way. Okay, so here's where it gets weird. My initial thought, and probably the same with a lot of you, right? when you see these enormous football players, these enormous names, these sexy names being signed to these massive contracts for 48 hours during the tampering period. And then the season starts yesterday at 4 p.m. and there's still some more, right? You kind of want your team to get into that groove or get into the mix there and be the next team to sign one of these enormous names. And I fall into that trap too. Because like I said, when I originally saw Bradley Chubb, we were actually at the dinner table about to eat some cake because like I said, yesterday was Cold Front Jr.'s birthday. So I didn't get on last night. We were on a couple times during the day, but nothing happened until in the evening. And I look down and we all talk and my sons go, Nick Chubb? I said, no, Bradley Chubb. You know, they're 12. He's 12 now and the other one's 9. So give him some grace. But my point is Bradley Chubb is not necessarily the household name that I think the majority of us and fans around the country were probably hoping for. Fear not, though, Bradley Chubb is a legitimate football player, okay? And he fits or fills a void that the Buffalo Bills most definitely have, which is a strong outside linebacker / edge type, especially to fit into Jim Leonard's 3-4 style of defense, which Bradley Chubb highlights. So 8.5 sacks would have led the Buffalo Bills last year. So let's just not take this away from him that even in a little bit of a down year compared to the year prior before his ACL tearing, 8.5 sacks would have led the team. Just saying, you cannot take that away from him. Okay? We cannot take that away from him. Now, is he the most athletic, twitchy, bendy defensive end outside linebacker on the planet Earth? No. And that is actually why, or what I thought the Bills would have gone after. A little bit more twitchy, a little bit more, we all know what I feel. I'm not going to beat a dead horse, but the Jonathan Greenard, and that could still happen. I mean, there's still potential, although very slim, that could still happen. But he's more of a speed to power guy. Bradley Chubb is extremely strong hands, strong lower half for sure. He was one of the better rated. I think it was the number 1 edge rated prospect in the combine in the year that he was drafted in, as you can see there, 2018. Just pretty freaky, but not twitchy and not bendy. He's more drive through that tackle than he is, dip, bend, drop the inside shoulder, and kind of angle himself around the defensive tackle, which is fine. What that does is it leads him to becoming extremely productive against the run for that position as well. The guys that are extremely quick don't necessarily play the run as well because their angles are so oblong, so to speak, that it actually allows for running gaps to widen up. And therefore, when it's more strength and kind of plowing through the defensive tackles, it tends not to allow massive gaps against the run. Okay? So that's a positive. And he is the real deal against the run. All right? You're going to have edge guys, defensive ends, outside linebackers, whatever you want to call them, in the league, really, against the run on the same team. Because remember now, Greg Russo was a top 3, I believe, rated defensive end or edge guy against the run in all of 2025. And we can't forget about that, okay? Strange Trip, thank you for the follow there. Appreciate you. Drewski, 20 interceptions in 7 years. You're talking Gardner Johnson, I'm assuming. Sean Slater says, "Go Bills, brother. Check out my impressions. You'll love the Dennis Leary one. Gotcha. Okay. Jay says, I like the ad, bro. Mike APZ, appreciate you following me. Thank you. I don't think love the CJ pickup. He's a ball hawk, Drewski says. Yeah, no doubt. CJ Gardner Johnson, we'll get into him. We're talking about Bradley Chubb right now, but we're going to get into him. CJ Gardner Johnson is a little bit of a jerk, and I kind of like him. That's my take on CJ Gardner. Not the whole take, but that's my beginning take. And we'll get a little more into that. Pats get AJ Brown, some O-line, and some edge rushers. They clear the AFC. Well, yeah, but that's like saying the Bills get Justin Jefferson, Trey Hendrickson, and Jalen Phillips, and they definitely win something, obviously, How the hell is that going to happen? CJ Gardner's a great pickup. What do you think the Bills need to draft? Well, at this point, appreciate all the follows, folks. At this point, the Bills are going to. I still think that they need to draft a safety, if I'm being honest with you. And I think that they need to draft linebacker and maybe in another depth corner, and depending on Trey White, and they're probably going to draft another receiver. After these pickups, this is why I'm saying what I'm saying. Oh, Zach Williams, I have no idea, man. I cannot tell you. And it was frustrating. I got to be honest with you. It was pretty frustrating. But I'm not in jail with these picks. Like, I'm pretty happy with where I got to be honest with what they've done. I am. I just simply, who is Luke's Cum fan and who the Jelly Roll? Brian, what does that mean, Brian? Jalen Waddle, yes, we know you want Jalen Waddle. Everybody type in the comments, let's go Buffalo. Yeah, sure, I'm down with that. Everybody type in the comments, go Bills immediately. Tell me where you're coming from if there's anybody new. I always like to meet everybody new that's in here, so let me know where you're coming from. If you're new, first time, appreciate you. Let me know that it's your first time. Let's get to know each other. Where would the Buffalo Bees? Where would the Buffalo Bills be now? Let's be here now and type in the group live chat. Let's go Buffalo. Yeah, I'm kind of with Brian. Go Bills, go Bills. Type it. Hey, relaxer. What's going on, relaxer? Heading towards a B average for the offseason if you include coaching hires. Okay, that's an interesting. Haven't really thought about it overall with the coaching staff. Been asked by quite a few people what my thoughts are on free agency and the DJ Moore deal and every transaction up to this point, but haven't really in my mind when I've been thinking about that included the coaching. That's a totally different idea in my head, at least. Totally different. Not in a bad way either. I actually think the coaching moves have been pretty darn good. No, I was not. No, I was not watching the hockey game. I actually have NFL Network on right now, and they're showing a replay of our boy Gardner Johnson against the Packers last year. Oh, Dexy in the house. Alfred B+, Chubb A-, Gardner Johnson B-. So I'd say B altogether so far. Well, that would be a B+, wouldn't it, sir? That's a B+, your averages right there. The B+ and a B- make a B, plus an A- would be a B+. A little bit more heavily weighted towards the B, so like in between a B and a B+, but I don't know why I'm going that far. Doesn't matter. I got you. Type in the chat, who should the Buffalo Bills get in there? Okay, jeez. I think the Buffalo Bills should get a linebacker and edge rusher in the defense. Well, we just got an edge/linebacker. Damn. Sabres lost. Weren't they fighting for like a top seed? I think they were. Monday Night Raw in Buffalo. Where are you guys going to watch Monday Night Raw? I like Mark Sullivan's in the house. Mark, how are you? I like everything we've done. Holes filled and draft will be more open. BPA. Yeah, I still think they need to focus on some certain thing. I mean, I would like to see a defensive tackle too, like a nose tackle. Don't get me wrong, I really do, Deion Walker. I think he should have, well, at least in the first half of the season, he should have been an all-pro, quite honestly, and I'm being dead serious. Maybe not throughout the whole season. Wow, excuse me. Sorry about that. But, you know, a space eater, which we've been talking about, would be nice too. The safety from Chicago is huge, I think is what you meant. Yeah, I heard you, Mark. I got you. I knew what you meant. Brian, you know, you do this to me every night, Brian, or every day. I'm reading the comments, brother. I know you're saying read the comments. Like, I'm reading. I'm reading, brother. Come on. Give me some slack here. Mark Sullivan, I want Chubb to be a stud. We'll see. So do I. So badly. So badly. Hey, we got a free safety. Yes, sir, Spin. We got ourselves a free safety. It's not Dylan Thieneman, but I actually don't mind. I really don't mind that sign. Eerily similar to that of Bayard last night. He went 1 year, 8 million, right? Or 9 million. I like the 1 year deal. I really do. I like the 1 year deal with him. No, we're not going to be able to get Myles Garrett. We need DJ Reader. Now that's yes. That's kind of where my mind goes with that interior stuffer. Spin says CB3 nose tackle, DN linebacker is still what we need. Agreed. And I even think if we don't sign Trey White, we still need some depth at cornerback. And then get young talent to develop. Yeah, I mean, this could turn out relatively nicely. Wellsville. Oh, Wellsville, you're not too far. Go Bills and go cold front. Very, very fantastic comment right there. Appreciate that, Mark Sullivan. Go Bills, and let's not forget, go cold front. But you know what? Let's go even a step further. This is what everybody needs to type in the chat right now. Cold front mafia. Not trying to take away from Bills Mafia, but we're kind of creating our own family here, aren't we, folks, boys and girls? We're kind of starting to pick up some momentum over here, and we're creating our own deal. All right, which is cold front mafia. So let's type in there cold front mafia because go cold front mafia. B for Leonard. Who said that? I don't think anybody said B for Leonard. Did I miss that? Mark Sullivan? I think I must have missed it. I don't remember anybody saying B for Leonard. Because I would give that, I mean, obviously the jury's out. We'll see how he does as a coordinator. But I was thrilled to sign Jim Leonard as our defensive coordinator. Thrilled. I mean, again, hasn't played out yet. But I mean, how happy I was, at least I would have given it an A right away. Leonard is the next McVay. Well, that's kind of how that's hard to compare it to him, but that's kind of how I felt. We should re-sign Joey Bosa, Matt Milano, Epinesa. Well, it's looking to me like Milano and probably Shaq Thompson might both be re-signed at this moment in time. Holy lagged. Oh, McVay never typed his name. Got it. You're doing your voice text or something. Here's Dexy. Says, Trey White, 1 year, $4 million. Shelby Harris, nose tackle, 1 year, $4 million. DJ Reader as well. Okay, so 2 more nose tackles, 2 year, 9. Jack Jones, CB, 2 years, 12. Geno Stone. Geno's name in my mind has come up more than once. I know you said Bobby Okereke there. You mentioned that to me on X, and I like that move if they can pull that off. I really do. And then, of course, Brandon Cooks, 1 year, 4. I think Brandon might even sign for less. I think he really wants to be here. Not that it matters, but $1 million is $1 million. I think he would sign for 3. I don't know why that sticks out to me out of all those. I always had the number, I guess, in my head for the last couple of months. Brandon Cooks, 1 year, $3 million. Filthy Dollar Bills. How are you, Filthy Dollar Bills? What are your thoughts on picking up Mooney? Well, Darnell Mooney is who I think you're talking about. If there's any chance that anything happens that what I wanted originally, I guess, on the defensive side of the ball, I would say we probably don't have any money left for him. It's not appearing that that's going to happen. So, honest to goodness, I think at this moment in time, you take Cooks as your veteran guy who we were just talking about. Dexy said that's one of his signings. And then you go get somebody in the draft, and I'm good there personally. I think the allocation should be towards the other side of the ball, honestly, 50. That's just my take, though. I got Brian on block troll. Ronnie Delden. How are you, Ronnie? Are you new? If you're new, appreciate you, man, because I don't remember your name. Welcome. Please join in the festivities of Cold Front Mafia. Appreciate you having here, Ronnie. Thank you. Brian says Cold Front Mafia. Well, thank you. Cold Front Mafia from Mark Sullivan. Let me know what game you'll be at. I'll meet up with you 100%. I'll do pretty much everything in my power to be there week 1. I'm just going to figure it out. At this point, I really don't even give a shit how much it costs me. I was going to get season tickets. This long $100 million wait list. Still might. They say they're sold out, but they're not. But there's still tickets to get if you'd like. Little Toasty trying to follow. When you say Little Toasty, not sure what you mean. I hope I'm not choppy again. Can you guys hear me? Am I clear with everybody? Because yesterday we had a little bit of an issue with the audio. I love Leonard. Yes. I want Trey back 100% with you, Mark. Absolutely. Vet, mentor, 100%. Pez 79, Cold Front Super Bowl. Let's freaking go, baby. Pez 79. I am with you. Year 1, new high mark, new team, new coaching staff. Well, not really new team, but slightly changed up team, new coaching staff. Let's freaking roll. Thank you, Pez 79, for the Cold Front Super Bowl. Follow along, hit those notifications because we're gonna have a great offseason. Then we're gonna go absolutely freaking berserk next year on this channel, at least. Would you get Brandon Cooks $100 contract for the Bills? Hell yeah, I'd sign him to $100 if he'd accept. Happy birthday, Cold Front. Let's go, Buffalo. Yeah, buddy. We tried signing Denver fullback, but he ended up staying with Denver for like $1.2 million, which is insane. Especially with how they used Reggie Gilliam. Why would you not want to come over here? But he likes where he's at. And I'm sure we didn't offer him any more now. Mooney and Moore would be sweet. I don't disagree with you. I really don't. I really don't at all. No bones about it. Good evening, my friend. Good evening, No Bones. What's the market value for Sebastian Joseph Day? Can we afford him? Well, let's pull it up immediately. We're going to let her fly here. I think you may have No Bones. Did you bring him up yesterday too? I feel like you've said his name more than once, and I don't know that we've ever actually gotten into him. 2025 free agent. I don't believe he's signed, and his market value, according to Spot Track, is a 1-year deal worth just under $7 million. You can't mess with the only issue with 1-year deals. They're great because it's like prove it or get out. But you can't manipulate the salary cap with a 1-year deal, unless you put in tons of voids and other things. But, with a couple year deal, you can at least cut the cap hit in year one pretty substantially, if you know what I'm saying. Otherwise, go Bills. Hey, how you doing? Go Bills, Ant. Yes, sir. Go Bills, Camden. Tay, what's up, Tay? So who do you think the Bills should draft this year? Who do you think the Bills should? Still loving Dustin. Thank you for the follow, man. Cold Front Mafia. Yes, sir, Dustin. Garrett, appreciate the follow. Zach Williams. Yes. Cold Front Mafia. Can Brady only help Keon? Brady's going to help Keon. I think Keon's going to have a great year. That's really honest to goodness. I actually feel that in my bones. I actually feel that. Anyway, who do I feel we're going to draft? It depends on what they do. So if they actually pull back and give away their first rounder for multiples, then I think we're going wide receiver first. Well, actually, no. Then we might even go like Jacob Rodriguez first. It depends on if we get second rounders. We might go linebacker. I do think that there's a wide receiver to be drafted regardless. I wouldn't mind if we can't get Dylan Thieneman. You throw a little Bud Clark in there with safety to pair up with Gardner Johnson and Cole Bishop, which is possible. I wouldn't mind that. It's heavy edge, but they're all going soon and first day, it seems. Let me keep on getting some more of these things, man. Good, my friend. What's the market value? Okay, so 1 year, $7 million. Could we afford them? You know what? I don't even know that answer. I have to pull this back up because I still have yet to hear that we restructured, but I got to pull it up. Restructured DJ Moore or Deion Dawkins, which obviously we need to know or would need to happen for anything else to happen. And we need to know what Dawson Knox's restructure looks like. No drinking. Wow, you're so far behind. Sorry, man. Yes. Anything at this point is possible, and he's actually very good about it. That's the one you got to give Brandon Bean. He understands how to figure out his cap and make some weird things happen. Yeah, I mean, the Spot Track has him at 7. Yes, that's what I thought. Yeah, I could have sworn you would mention him either yesterday or the day before as well. Motor. Yeah, buddy. That's like another point extraordinaire. And you know who's got a really good motor? Bradley Chubb. I know we kind of stopped talking about him, but Bradley Chubb is a motor guy. 100% motor guy. High motor, doesn't stop. Okay, Dexy's coming in with his idea of our draft class. Round 2, Chris Brazell. Okay, so he's saying that we're getting rid of this 26 pick, drafting backwards, adding picks. Round 2, Josiah Trotter. Round 3, Dominique Orange. Plus Billy Schrouth. Oh, there's Bud Clark, round 4. Also in round 4, Kenyon Crawford, edge. And then round 4, Ephesians Presock. Do not know about him. Do not know much about him. I'd be lying if I told you that I did. Round 5, Caleb Elarms Orr. DeMonte Capehart in round 5. D-tackle, Cole Wisniewski, safety. Okay, there's some depth there. So Clark and Wisniewski. And then Brett Thorson. Yes, he has said that's Dexy is a big in favor right now of still drafting another punter. That's my mock. I don't think that is all that out of left field. I think it's very possible a lot of those takes or a lot of those picks. Take SJB over Vaughn, but Vaughn and Chubb for 1 year, yes. Yeah, understood. Understood that. If you don't get DJ Rader, we need a giant rock in the center. Right. I'm totally agreeing. Mark, I just a space eater, doesn't get tossed backwards, just kind of stops the run. You don't have these A gaps, so you better be going to the tackles. This is my zone. Stay away, that type of thing. He might not have 50, 60 tackles, of course, but just nobody comes close to him with a football type of deal, right? It's like a tremendous interior defender in basketball who's 7'2". He might not lead the league in blocks, nobody's even coming to the freaking paint, right? One of those guys. So he still wins Defensive Player of the Year. And then people go, what do you mean? He didn't even block a shot. What the hell are you talking about? Well, yeah, because no one took a shot within 5 feet of the basket all day. Filthy Dollar Bills. Hey, Cole Front, do you think we can pick up Cassius Howell in the draft? Anything's possible. Absolutely anything is possible. I still want them to make sure they get pick 18 for Dylan Thieneman, but did 3 trade downs during that mock. Yeah, it looked like you had 2 seconds for the first. Then you had 2 threes, right? If I'm not mistaken, is that where you did your trades? Oh, no, you have 3 fours. What else did you trade other than your first for the 2 seconds? Yeah, Chubb is definitely 100%. You're right, Mark Sullivan. Ted Washington. It's another name. Listen, they're going to have to pull something, you know? They absolutely will have to pull something. Brad comes in here and says, F the Bills. Okay. F the Bills, go Pats, Brad says. You got 2 players, nothing big. Okay. I like the Gardner signing, but I thought Brisker would have been nice, physical, and younger. That's what Garrett Adamy says. Yeah, but I like the edge that Gardner brings, truthfully. I really like the edge. I like the FU. Yes, I have an attitude. Yes, I'm kind of a piece of crap. And I don't know how he is personally. And I don't know necessarily even what the locker room thinks of him. I know he's been on a bunch of teams in the last few years and back and forth and everything. But on the field, just seems like he's kind of like something that we have not had in a long time. And I'm going to talk about that for a moment now. I'm not terribly upset, but I'd love to know what was offered for him. Who's that, Zach Williams? What was offered for who? Heavy Chevy says, happy to see us get guys that are the best athletes instead of guys who fit the culture. It's a very good point. That's what we're talking about. CJ Gardner is great for us. Yes. I think a lot of people are on the same page. Brad, pleasure to have you, Brad. Please do me a favor. There was a guy in here yesterday, Brad, if you're still around on TikTok. There was a guy in here 2 days ago. His name is Robbie. And he came in freaking hot telling me that I was an idiot and all these people that come online and talk about their opinions and stuff are all stupid and all this other stuff. You know, we turned his ass around, man. He immediately subscribed. He's a friend of the channel, part of Cold Front Mafia. We invite everybody to come in here and give their opinion. I love them all. I love all of you, and I love you too, Brad. Even though that you immediately come in here and say just F the Bills and go Pats, like, I understand, man. You're a big-time Patriots fan. I get you. Where I'm a big-time Bills fan. I certainly wouldn't go out of my way to go into somebody else's channel and just talk shit. But that said, I appreciate you in here regardless. So you have your opinion. I love it. As long as you keep it clean, you are welcome anytime. Why don't you go ahead and follow me, though? Make things better. Okay. Thank you for all the follow, everybody. Jay, love the Gardner signing. Yes. Thoughts on Bradley Chubb signing? Ant. Yeah, we just went through it. I'm actually relatively okay with it. I'm happy with it. I thought they were going to go a little bit more twitchy, but they went speed to power and a good run defense edge or outside linebacker, whatever you want to look at him as. And he's a good player, man. He had 8.5 sacks last year. Didn't play the year before, but the year before he didn't play. He had 10 or 11. So, 20 sacks almost the last 2 years that he's played. The Bills did not do that. I mean, it's just simply put. No one on the Bills had more than 7 sacks, okay? And that was Greg Russo. So let's say Greg Russo has another year of 7 or 8 sacks, and then Bradley Chubb comes in and has a year of 7 or 8 sacks. And then Michael Hoyt stays healthy, and Ed Oliver stay healthy because Michael Hoyt and Ed Oliver both had 2 or 3 sacks in 3 total games played. So let's get those boys together for 17 games each. If everybody has 8 sacks, 8 to 10, that's a shit ton of sacks, boys and girls. And that's what I'm here for. Mike APZ says, Chubb said he going for over 12 sacks, guaranteed at least 4 versus Miami. I do not think that he said that. I did not read that anywhere. Big Dog, what's up? Now let's get into this gentleman. All right. I got a bunch of awesome, consistent and repeat fans in here this evening. I know it's late for us. But I have to ask everybody in here, especially those of you that have been with us here at Cold Front for a while. Vincent Carolyn, 86, says, and I've gotten this before, but I want the people that have been with me for a while, or anybody that's in here, to tell me, A, do you guys watch Stranger Things? And B, do I look like, what is it, the cop? I think that's who you're talking about. I forget his name. Haven't watched everything about it, but I get this often. Honestly, I forget his name. Do I look like the cop in Stranger Things? I really, honestly, God, I forget the guy's name. Somebody's going to have to tell me. But Vincent, because Vincent says, are you in Stranger Things? Put it this way, Vincent. I wish that I was. I'd probably still be doing this because I have fun doing this, but I wish that I was, because I would never have to worry about paying a bill again. And holy shit. Big Dog, is Josh 100%? Yes, he will be. Absolutely. Mike APZ is saying, yes, he did watch his presser in the media today. Holy moly. No freaking way. Wait, what just happened? Oh, yeah. One dad pool, baby. I don't know. Fan club, whatever. Thank you. Oh, sent to heart. Appreciate you, dad pool. Thank you, brother, man. And I don't know what that fan club means, but we'll figure out what it is. And if it means anything, I don't even know. Okay, so I will watch the presser, and that is fantastic if that's what he said. And that's another guy with an edge. You don't hear that. Okay, so let's talk about the edge, right? Mike APZ, I'm not calling you out, man. I'm not like saying you're a liar. I'm just saying I didn't hear that. I would never insinuate someone's lying. Just a lot of people hear things and see things potentially that are untrue. I'm not saying, I would never say that you're making it up. I don't know you. Aaron Knight says, Hopper. Brandon, go Bills. Big Dog, no, I don't watch. Okay, yes, the guy's name is Hopper. Log home and poster beam. This is both, actually. Front half is all log. This extension is actually, well, it's log, but this is not this extension portion is not your typical log. The front half of the house, though, which is like an old farmhouse. We live in a farm. We got about 90 acres and cattle and chickens and ponds. We fish all the time and stuff. But yeah, a little untraditional, but we love it. You misunderstood me. He said in his presser today that he's going to go for over 12 sacks this year. I'm saying that he should get at least 4. Got it. I get you, Mike. Okay. Yeah. Right. He's gonna be pretty motivated against Miami, I'm sure. Okay. Sorry, my internet must be 5 minutes behind. No worries, Mark Sullivan. Big no on Howell, very talented. But he's a T-Rex. I'm almost 100% sure he'll be a bust, or at best a role player, never starter. Wow. Okay. I don't know much about. You mean T-Rex because of his arms? I think Dorian Williams and Andreessen could both be much more impactful as middle backers in this new defense. Both better as downhill guys, which would be their role here. Sure. I mean, I actually don't mind Dorian Williams a little bit in coverage as well. Shaq Thompson, to me, doesn't necessarily have the east to west, but either way, if you do have 4 backpackers out there and people are responsible for a little bit less ground to cover each than they were in the prior defense, it could absolutely come out to make it a little bit easier for some of those guys. I want to believe Ed Oliver comes back 100%, but is he too small? Not in my opinion. Not when you have 3 down linemen plus your edge guys, especially in that 3-4 when they run 5 guys on the line. Just the odd front. So in this case, Chubb, who, by the way, likes the right side of the line, and Groot loves the left side of the line, and he was forced to play the right side of the line more often than he should have been, in my opinion. So that helps us. Okay. That right there in itself helps the Buffalo Bills and our defense. Like, let's not, like, these little things, every time I think about something different, I'm more excited about Bradley Chubb. I will say that. Now, I am a homer. I put this on X. I also try to look at the positive for everything. And I'll be honest with you when I tell you, or there are times that will not be so happy, and I'm always honest about it. But I always try to find the good, because what else am I going to do? Call Brandon Beane and say, no, you gotta rewind that. Now you got to make this adjustment. I'm not happy, brother. Like, obviously not. That's not going to happen. So I need to pump myself up and get ready for the season, even on a move that I might be questioning. I'm always looking for the good side. He's too busy with his horses. I think you were talking about what's this guy over here? F the Bills guy. Mark Sullivan, I think what you're saying is Joel Andreessen with Jim Leonard will cause him to kind of come out of a shell, and he'll flourish in that type of system. And a lot of people are saying the same, and I think that'd be awesome. Obviously, we'd love the homegrown guy, right? Guys, like the stream. Yeah, like the stream. Come on, 7 likes. There's been like 40, 50 people in here consistently, and we have 7 likes. There should be the same amount of people, same amount of likes as there are people here. Come on, guys. Jeez. You know? Come on. Chubb said he wants to get 13 sacks, 26. Okay. Dexy Gaming. Who was it over here? Mike. Yeah. Verification. My apologies. I was too crazy today. I didn't see it. Again, I wouldn't say you're lying, but I didn't see it. And that is awesome. Again, we're going to get into, okay, Dexter doesn't care if a stranger. At least this guy is taking his time to talk Bills football live. Who? Me? Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm thirsty for anything Bills. I'll take it. Being lied to, I watched the live. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm too late here. Yeah, you have a little David Harbour to you. Okay, is that the guy's name? Hopper? His name is David Harbour. Gotcha. Scared John Hopper and Stranger Things. Yeah, there it is. Okay, got it. Okay, he corrected himself. Yeah, on the 4 sacks against Miami thing. I'll be honest, I didn't like the CJ Gardner-Johnson at first because I thought he was going to play strong, but everyone has been telling me he's going to play free, and if that's the case, I'm down. Well, yeah, I don't see him playing strong. I don't see Cole. I hope that Cole Bishop does not get asked to play free safety, and then Gardner Johnson playing strong, because we all agree, I think, that Cole Bishop is best suited as more of an in the box against the run type guy, for sure, in my mind. Keith Kramer, what's up, Keith? How are you? CJ Gardner is a lock. He can play. Love it, man. He's only 28 years old, so it's not like he's an old man either. Love it. Love it. Keith Kramer, honestly, he might be the most solid pick. I'm telling you. And prove it. And a prove it deal. I got a liquid gold over here telling us that Joey Bosa just went to the Washington Commanders. Is that true? Well, it says Bosa. Does not say Joey. So forgive me there. It says Bosa. To Washington. Is this real? I didn't see anything. I have not heard it. I'm still not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Does not mean it's not happening, but I'm not seeing it. Liquid gold. We'll see. We'll see. Kaysen says, do I like the new Titans jerseys? I don't know. Do I? Oh, I did see them, and I'm not a fan of the new logo. I don't know. Let's pull this up here. I don't know if I like, I have to see the new jerseys. Okay, no. To answer your question, Kaysen, no, I'm not a fan. I like that right there. I am a fan of this. I am not a fan of this as much. And I hate that logo. I got to be honest with you, boys. I do not like that logo. Forgive me. That's a much better looking uniform right there. What does everybody else think? Cameron, go Bills. Go Bills, Cameron. Aaron Knight says, as a fan, I find myself saying the Serenity Prayer quite a bit. I'm with you. I'm with you. Who do you think trades for A.J. Brown, and do you want him in Buffalo? No. I mean, obviously, I'd like to have A.J. Brown, but not even for anywhere close to what Philly's saying that they need. Harley says, God, I hope not. Sneaky Ace says, what in the beard is going on in here? This beard? You know what this beard is about. I know you ain't talking about that beard. Sneaky Ace. Now you probably are. Anyway, Boston. Welcome, Boston. Are you with your buddy from up in New England that came in here just to say F Bills? I don't think so. Not everybody's that mean. Lucas, how are you? Aisha Hunt, nice to meet you. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining. Lucas says, do you like the Bears? I don't like the Bears. I'm a Bills fan. But I do think that Caleb Williams' arm is an absolute rocket ship. And I can watch Caleb Williams and that team play football for many, many hours at a time. I will say that. I can watch them play football for a long stretch. The club wrist hurt him, but come on, dude. Are you elite or not? Yeah, the club doesn't help. I just don't like Joey Bosa against the run. And I've said that 100 times. I can't stand his lack of all-aroundedness, at least last year. It is kind of like the old Oilers. I guess the colors are, yeah. But that logo, to me, is horrendous. I'm going to be honest. I have faith in his new coaching staff. Let's go back. Keith Kramer, if you've been here, I don't know how long you've been in here this evening. Somebody asked a question earlier, or somebody gave their grade of the offseason, including the coaching staff, as a B. And we were talking about the coaches. I got to be honest, after getting over the shock that McDermott was gone, I think the coaching staff moves are an A to me. Coaching staff alone are an A. Yeah, it's old Oilers colors. Yep. Are we done in free agency? I do like DJ Reader. I was just going to say, DJ Reader, I would enjoy very much. I still am holding out some kind of faith, and I have no idea why for the trade that I want, but it's just going to be depth at this point. It really will just be depth. I think that the 1 year, actually, what was I already forgot. I got to pull it up here because I literally already forgot, which is stupid, but I'm going to pull up. Okay. $6 million. 1 year, $6 million deal. Excuse me. I don't read me as if real close, if not already done with free agency. When you sign a 1 year, $6 million deal. Now, again, this guy here is edgy, and that's what I like. So let's talk about that a little bit. Nick Chubb has got a little air about him on the football field. I did kind of watch a little bit of him walking into One Bills Drive, into the clubhouse, into the stadium when he was signing his contract. You know, the replays, the highlights, whatever. Even there, I want to say he's rude. but he wasn't like a Southern hospitality, overwhelm you with niceness and politeness, if I'm being honest. He wasn't mean, but it just wasn't over the top nice. And on the field, he's that way as well. I don't know how he is as a person. God damn it. My apologies. I don't know how he is. I don't know how he is as a person. Gardner Johnson on the football. Okay, I'm gonna lose my mind. Gardner Johnson on the football field. I'm sorry, TikTok. Just keep on freaking dropping in shit. Gardner Johnson is also like a jerk on the football field. He's an asshole, if I'm being honest with you. And right now, I'll take it. I'm quite all right with it. I'm good with somebody being a hard-nosed, for the lack of better term, dick. Honest to goodness. And I say that because for so long, and I think this is showing, I think Sean McDermott's influence on the roster is actually showing here. I think he had a lot of influence on the roster and the personnel because Sean McDermott would not allow Gardner Johnson to be on this football team. He might not even allow Nick Chubb to be on this football team. Definitely not Gardner Johnson. In my opinion, Sean McDermott would not be happy about it. He doesn't fit Sean McDermott's culture type. Now, Jim Leonard, Joe Brady, if they're being allowed to let some, I don't want to say loose cannons, but let some life in here, let some F you, I'm coming after you, which is what we've gone on rants before on this channel and saying this is why we love Jim Leonard and we can't wait to watch this defense because of that mentality, F you, I'm coming after you, watch the hell out type shit, right? If that is the case, I'm pretty excited because we have yet to see that in, I don't know, the better half of a decade, the better portion of a decade. And I think it's showing that Sean McDermott had extreme influence on what type of personnel the Buffalo Bills were to carry. And now that he's not here, this gentleman comes into town. I mean, we're talking like he might be good for 3 to 4 personal fouls. Taunting. Punting a football. I don't know. And I'm okay with it if he goes out there and he's a dog and he makes plays. I really am. I'm okay with it. And I hope it kind of opens up to the rest of us. I've said, you've heard me how many times say on this channel, why and when? Why has it not happened? And when is Josh Allen going to get the freak up from his corner bench seat when he's not on the field and start screaming at someone? It's okay. They're all grown-ass men who make tens of millions of dollars. They're allowed to be yelled at, folks. They're allowed to scream. Okay, and they should, quite frankly, be held to the fire because they are getting paid so much damn money that they should be expected to be perfect. I know not everyone will be. No one will be for a long period of time. But they should be held on a standard that is exemplary. And people that are getting paid $60 million a year, like Josh Allen, who most of the time are damn close to perfect, need to hold everyone else accountable. So I'm not thrilled about the Kyle Allen signing. It's like if you golf with Josh Allen during the offseason a lot, you're definitely going to have a job with the Buffalo Bills, making a few $1 million a year. I'm not down with being friends anymore. I want to win football games and I want to win Super Bowls. And I think that starts with potentially edginess like this gentleman right here. Because keep in mind, he hasn't played on bad football teams, okay? Get edgy. I don't care about the penalties so long as teams are scared to play us. If teams are scared to play us, fine, let's take a couple penalties. Let's be a little prickish, a little nasty. This is exactly what we're talking about, Dexy. I don't know when you said this. You said this 6 minutes ago. I don't know who said it first. You or me. I don't know. But you're absolutely right. Dexy says CJ Gardner Johnson would never be here if Sean was still here. I totally agree. Bring back Brandon Cooks. Go defensive pick with first round. Go defense with first round pick. We're definitely bringing. Well, I hope we bring back Brandon Cooks. He's made it abundantly clear as well that he wants to say. He said on social media, "Let's run it back, Buffalo. Love you." That was after the season. So I think he plays for $3 million a year. I think Dexy had him at $4 million on a 1-year contract. I think there's no reason to not bring him back. Do I think he needs to be the man responsible for a 45-yard bomb downfield to clinch or go home during a playoff game? No. That is Mr. Moore's concern now. Okay. He's brought in here to do that. So no longer should it be Brandon Cook's responsibility. But I do think that he should come back. People have said Deion Walker, but then you get he's too tall, people. He's enormous. He's 6'7", but he also swats passes down as good as anybody. And he ended up with an interception this past year towards the end of the year, which was awesome to see. Is it such thing to be too tall? If you can still get leverage, what the hell does it matter, right? He's not the space eater though that we've been talking about. Deion Walker is not the space eater. You're 3 subscribers away from 270. Let's go. Every day, baby. Glad to be a part. Ethan, appreciate you. Everybody that's in here, please subscribe and follow immediately. We're moving. We got some momentum. Haven't been doing this long. Let's get to 1,000. I don't know how easy or hard that might be. Who the hell knows? I've never done this before. Let's get to 1,000 at least. Let's get to 500 first, but let's get to 1,000 by the time the season starts. Is that too much or is that not enough? I don't know. You guys are going to have to tell me. Is 300 or 700, roughly 700, too many to ask for come September? I don't know. 500 first, right? But either way, appreciate you, Ethan. Thank you. Every day, yeah, we got to just keep plugging at it, right? Every day, everybody in here, please subscribe. Help a channel out, would you? Appreciate you. I think Nick Chubb is going to be the piece. I'm telling you, every time I look at it, I go back and I look at something. I pull something else that is tremendous for the Buffalo Bills. Like the last piece that I pulled was Groot loves the left side of the line. Well, damn near no reason he should be on the right side ever again. Chubb, predominantly on the right side. I'm not saying this went into the decision, but I wouldn't be surprised if it had something to do with it. All these little things are adding the hell up, people. Doesn't DJ Reader want to go back to the Bengals? I thought that's what I read earlier. I can't confirm nor deny that. I don't know that I've read that. However, you would think that they would sign him in a heartbeat if he did, because they just lost basically their entire defense. What little of defense that they had. Dexy says no. He said he would want to return to the Lions. Oh, boy. Okay. Whew. Don't know what that is. Never said Bengals. All good, Mark. All good. What player would want to play for the Bengals? They routinely screw up their players. Yeah, right. Bob does sports? What did Bob Does Sports say? I mean, those guys are funny as hell. But what the heck did he say about DJ Reader? I don't think he has a clue. I might be wrong, but I didn't know that they covered or talked football ever. Man, I could be wrong. Keith Kramer, subscribed and liked this. Hey, man, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Really, honestly, I really do. I appreciate it. Screw it. Let's get to 1,000 in an hour. Spin, I'm liking the way that you're talking, Spin. Let's get 730 subscribers by 11. It's 10:25. Because I don't want to be online all that long. I'm freaking tired. But if we're going to get to 1,000, let's go. Because then, eventually we can just do this and do this full time and we can all hang out together. Pay the bills doing this. Anyway, Spin, I appreciate you. I don't know. Did you just get in here, Spin? I think you might have just gotten in here. Just to let you know, Spin, Mark, I believe. Yeah, I think Mark has told us that he's having a good evening. Couple of beverages. Couple of beverages for Mark. And Chubb likes the other side. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's a good day. We actually got a free safety. Mark Sullivan didn't think that was ever even possible. No kidding. Especially if you've been hanging with us. Like the conversations that we've had the last few days have been all like this. What the hell are we doing? Are we going to do anything? Look at all these holes on this roster. How the freak can we fill them all if we just let everybody sign somewhere else? And frustrating. It has been frustrating to say the least. However, these last few moves are not a bad thing, boys and girls. I'm telling you. And I think everyone in here actually sees or agrees with this. Let's go. Ethan says, once we hit 500, it will go fast to 1,000. So it's definitely doable for the Cold Front Mafia to get there before next season. Okay. Yeah, I'll believe you, Ethan. I have no idea. I've never done this before. Not a clue. So I'm assuming that the more you get, the easier it gets to other people. And then it quickly, it's like those things like if you have money, it's easy to make money, that type of shit. Makes sense. Dude, this signing is huge. Yes. Oh, appreciate you, Mark. Thank you. Yeah, he had a great day yesterday. He really did. What's next? The nose tackle. That's what we were just talking about. DJ Reader. Potentially Sebastian Joseph. Or Dexy. I think Dexy was saying, I think he had 2 nose tackles being drafted, which is another possibility, of course. Cold you something live every day, rolling. Cold you something live every day. I'm not sure what you mean there, brother. Triple, thank you, Triple. The defense is still question mark, and offense has no identity, especially with Joe Brady as head coach. Oh, see, 5.0 guy, I beg to differ. I don't think that Buffalo really did enough this free agency. Oh, I'm not saying they couldn't have done more. Could be underwhelming for some, for sure. But I definitely think that the offense has an identity. They're still going to run the football. They're still going to spread the ball around. They're not just going to give – this is what I don't think DJ Moore is going to get. DJ Moore's not going to get 12 targets a game. It's still going to be spread out because they still have tight ends out the wazoo, okay? I'm just reading this conversation over here on YouTube. They're still – going to do a lot of what they did, but they might open it up and take shots more. But I think I'm more intrigued about the identity on defense, which is just, they're talking a nice game, aggressive, coming after you. They're going to have to address our defense versus us reacting to their offense. I am thrilled, if I'm being honest. Thrilled 5.0 guy. Are you not happy at all? Like, are you frustrated, which I can understand? Dumb question, Big Dog says. No dumb questions. Why do teams give players extensions and just restructure them the next year? Why do teams give players extensions and then restructure them the next year? Who are you talking about? There's a lot of reasons why a lot of things happen, but you mean like why this year would they give somebody a 5-year extension or let's say a 2-year extension and then next offseason restructure them? Is that what I'm saying? The restructure is almost always – it's a good question. Obviously, it's case by case, but the restructure is almost always to save money on someone that you want to have here long term, at least for another 3 to 5 years, and create cap space for now. So you restructure, you give them cash versus this big salary cap over the X amount of years. You give them upfront bonus, which won't necessarily hurt your salary or your salary cap, as much as the original extension or contract was. So if the contract was a lot of base salary and you want to turn it into the signing bonus type stuff, then you can create open salary cap for the immediate versus having to spread it out. That's generally the reason for the restructures, whether it's right after an extension or not. You know what I mean? Bosa, Aaron Knight says Bosa over pursues and he doesn't stay home way too much. I totally agree with you, and it's extremely frustrating. Thoughts on the Steelers offseason signings? I think the Steelers did quite well, if I'm being honest with you. Big Dog says, I'm a Cisco fan, but I like the Buffalo jerseys are dope. Oh, wow, Big Dog. I would not have noticed that, or I would not have guessed that you are a San Francisco fan. But appreciate you hanging in here for sure. Sneaking Ace says, what in the beard is going on in here? And then he just leaves. That was crazy. He's definitely talking about this. What's the guy? Hopper's beard. Yeah. Ruben Bain Jr. would be a great asset for our Bills for a pass rusher. Don't disagree, my sir, but I don't believe that there's really much of a chance. Let's see what his average is. But I don't think that there's almost any chance that he lasts that long. Am I thinking about the right edge guy? Yeah, he's not going to last to 26. No chance. Just about no chance. Mark, so I got to get back over here to these boys over here having a great time in YouTube world. Mark says, bear with me, cold front fans. I mean well, just toasty. Ethan says, what are you drinking out of? Out of curiosity. Oh, Mark's been a fan of the Bills since the 90s. Okay, Labatt's, of course, and Fireball, gotcha. You know what? Yeah, drinking, but I crave anything Bills. I want to tailgate with you. Mark says, I want to tailgate with you. All right, we got to find a game. Oh, my God. This is just going to infuriate me. I am so sorry. TikTok. Oh, God, what in the world is happening with that? You know what? Why don't we do this? Screw that. What's that? Okay, that's better. Yeah, we got to find a game, boys and girls. Got to find a game we can meet up. Do we need Clay Matthews? He says. Yes, Clay Matthews. Right out of the Head and Shoulders commercials and the movie, the singing movie. What the hell was it called? I forget. Deoxys in the house. Deoxys, how are you? This is a pleasant Patriots fan who we get along very well, and I appreciate everything that he has to say. So let's talk, Deoxys. Regarding the cap restructures, Knox was the best restructure. Bills are clearly going for the Super Bowl this year. All or nothing. Future years will be tough for the Bills due to the cap. Amen to that. Quite frankly, I think it's 2029 now that currently, the way it sits, Josh Allen, his cap hit is $83 or $84 million. Currently. Obviously, that's going to get addressed, but isn't that insanity? Because of his newly restructured contract, he now is literally, we should look at it. What year is it? 2020. Here it is. I'm going to pull this up. 2029, boys and girls. Right now, because of the restructure, look at Josh Allen's cap number. $89 million. That's what happens. That's what happens. To answer the question from the TikTok, I forget who that was. This is what restructures do. They open up free cap space for the now, and then they just simply screw you for a little while in a few years. $83 million in 2030. Then you got 27 in 2032. So Josh is getting it for a long time, and we're kind of, humping up for a while. Just another reminder, subscribe if you're in here. If you're not subscribed, subscribe immediately. Appreciate all of you. I'm sure, Mark, if it's anything like what you're doing right now, then we would absolutely love you at a tailgate. Aaron Knight, how are you, Aaron Knights? Aaron Knights, I feel like, were you on TikTok also? How much of your cap issues attributable to swings and misses in early round drafts? No, not nearly as much as offseason signings and, quite honestly, extensions. Like even just recent extensions. Like Terrell Bernard, no good. A lot of the cap is actually going to, if you want to talk about early signings, obviously Josh Allen, of course. And then you have Deion Dawkins, homegrown guy. And then you got Greg Rousseau, homegrown guy. He's like 18 to 20 million a year. Dawkins is like 24, $28 million a year. Eddie Oliver, he's $24 million a year. You got a lot of not misses that are just being given a shit ton of money. Like the Tua thing. Not really the issue there. Matter of fact, the Bills I venture to say the Bills are better at drafting and keeping good players than they are finding guys outside the draft. Truthfully. Mark Sullivan, new stadium is going to be lit 100%. Crazy thought, Daxis says. Next year, trade Allen for 2 or maybe 3 first round picks. Tank for number 1 overall. Cap problem solved. On to a possible new dynasty to compete with the Pats. Get out of here. Goodbye. I'm only kidding. Stay, please. I love you. But no. Sorry. Can't do it. Cannot get rid of Josh Allen. You just can't. And I can't. And I make the decisions around here. So that's not going to happen. Obviously, I'm being facetious. I make 0 decisions, and no one gives a shit what I have to say. But I just don't. You're not going to get rid of Josh. Even if the Bills win a Super Bowl this year, you're not going to get rid of Josh. He just means he is New York. Well, not the city. He is everything other than everything above Dutchess or Putnam County. Everything above and to the west. So north and west of that, Josh Allen is the state. I fear wasting Josh. Correct. I fear wasting him as well. Yeah, Aaron. Hell yeah. But that's not going to be. Are you talking about the $84 million? 8, 16, 24? 90? Yeah, you might be talking about that. I mean, a couple of people are definitely a third of the cap. But that's kind of the same way. That's the same way with a lot of teams. That's for sure. Aaron, you can obviously tell what I was trying to do and what I still am trying to do on TikTok is be able to show this screen as you can now see. We're doing a lot more interactive stuff over here on YouTube, and I'm trying to get to the point where TikTok will give me this code when you go live that they don't give to everybody. I'm begging and pleading that I can type into this software that I use for YouTube, and this same screen and everything you see here, you'll be able to see on YouTube as well, or on TikTok as well. I'm trying. They're being kind of jerks. I know I'm not some big content creator. That's probably why they don't give it to me or give me the access, but at some point maybe they will. But this is much easier for most on this platform. The short form stuff, obviously big time as well over there on TikTok. Updates, quick, minute, 2 minutes. But appreciate you being in here. So make sure you click on your notifications here as well. It's much easier if you want to do it on your phone or whatever. I think it's a better view on this side of things. We got to get this guy his DSB. I don't know what that is. What's that? No idea what that is. We're going to be paying Josh till 2050. 100% spin. Exactly what especially with the rumor yesterday that they were clearing $40 million of cap space in 2026. That was the rumor yesterday morning. I said, oh, shit. He literally has an Ohtani deal then. Or a Bobby Bonilla deal. Your pick. It wasn't quite that bad, but it's still bad. I was on TikTok and switched. Right. Gotcha. Christopher L. Roseboro. What's up, Christopher? How are you, man? Go Bills, baby. Yes, sir. Sorry, I was just trying to pronounce that properly. I think I said it right. Christopher L. Roseboro. How are you? Appreciate you coming in here, hanging out. Where are you from, Christopher? Go Bills, though. Go Bills, baby. 16 likes. Come on, guys. Come on. We're better than that, right? Do you like what you see and hear? This guy cares, whatever, legit like us. I think, thank you, Mark. Not sure what you're saying, but thank you. Never trading Allen. Yeah, I know. Hey, but Deoxys is trying to help. Okay, he's trying to help the problems that we're going to have in 2027, the year after the Bills win their first Super Bowl. You like what I did there, boys? I know you like it. I know you like what I did there. Spin says we can't afford to trade Allen because of the debt. Right. Nobody's taking on that. Nobody in the world. Don't ban. No, never. Never, sir. Absolutely will not ban you, Deoxys. Not going to happen. Any chance Milano gets signed at the right price? Kurt Ganelli. How are you? I think he's coming back. I think he would have signed elsewhere by now, to be honest with you. And we didn't really do anything at linebacker, although Chubb is considered an outside linebacker. But for Milano's doings, I don't think that we really addressed anything like that. And I do believe he will be coming back at this point based on what I'm seeing. And he's got a big void, and we can find that out. So let's go. Where did I find this? No. Hold on. I'm going to show you guys on YouTube. We're going to get to its calculator. I think they might have been in there. No, I want that. Show free agents. Okay. Oh, stop that. Now, let's go over here. That was a tender, which is silly. Let's see what Spot Track says Matt Milano's worth. They've been kind of off with some players here lately, but they still kind of hit the nail on the head with some as well. So he's on a void year. Oh, wow. Look at this. 1 year, 4.5. Yeah, for that, he's staying. Like, if he's accepting that, then he's a Bill next year. Has to be. There's no way he's anything other than a Bill for that kind of money. Am I wrong there? No, I'm not. But I think his void was like 11 million. Honestly, you couldn't weird science style create a guy better for Buffalo than Josh Allen. I don't know if that's a question or a statement, but I don't know that you could. What he's done for the western side of New York State is just it's insane. Honestly, it's absolutely insane. Second to Kelly and maybe overtaking. No idea, bro. Not a clue. 22 likes now. Steve, some more people to like, but appreciate all you new people coming in. This is for sure. Every single day, what's been really, really cool here this week during free agency, every day we see new people and we have nice, good new conversations, and it's awesome. Yeah, appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thank you, Aaron Knight, for the subscribe. Oops, Mark Sullivan just became King's Crown leader. What the hell? Oh, is that like the comments and stuff? Like Bobby Bonilla, except it's working out for us. Yeah, 270. That's it, baby. Da Vinci. I still don't miss Rob Johnson. Okay. I'm not saying that I do. I'm not saying that I miss Rob Johnson. Da Vinci. Thanks for hopping in, Da Vinci. I think you're new. Right? Triple over here. Appreciate you. Blank just followed. Thank you. Ruben Bain Jr., we went over that like Dak. Yes, hello from Boston. Robert, Boston, pleasure. Dude from Miami, Dennis Wheat. What's up, Dennis Wheat? Miami, go Birds. Oh, my gosh. The cap isn't real, Greg says. Thoughts on the DJ Moore signing? Loved it. Tay's back in the building. I'm actually a fan of DJ Moore. I think he's going to be a great fit for Buffalo, if I'm being honest. I said that publicly, so I'm not going back on anything, I guess is my point. Trade day for depth. 100% Daryl. Coach Kiwi back in the building. CJ Gardner, let's go. No shit, baby. CJ Gardner Johnson bringing an edge to the Buffalo Bills, which is my favorite part about him. Bringing a freaking edge. Okay, Deoxys, I think I'm the only fan who likes both the Pats and the Bills. But Pats first, of course, he says. I want to see the Bills fans' reactions to their first Super Bowl win someday. It would be epic and last for a long time. Yeah, this is what Deoxys says all the time, and we kind of have an agreement that on February, whatever it is, 12th or 13th or whatever, of 2027, when the Bills win their first Super Bowl, I will take one of these cameras that we're using here, and I will have my wife or something follow me. I'm going to run out the front door of the house because behind me is a deck, so it would be too much of a fall, and there's a pond behind us. I'll be jumping in the freezing cold pond, and we can film it. And hopefully Mark Sullivan is just as drunk as he is now then, because he will be laughing his balls off. And it'll be a great watch. I promise you. It'll be entertaining as shit because we live stream the games. So obviously, if they're in the Super Bowl, we're definitely going to be live streaming. We'll get like a studio or some shit built in here by the end of next season. And I will go jump in a freezing cold pond. I mean, it'll probably literally be frozen. So my fat ass will probably just go right through the ice. But it'll be fantastic. It'll be well worth it. And Deoxys will love it. I'm only saying this because he says he wants to see the reaction of Bills fans when they win their Super Bowl. Can he be our Chanel? Who? Milano? No, stop. Not anymore. Chanel was one of the most athletic players in his combine of all time, they say. Matt 100%. No. Listen. He's still a player, and he had some really, really good stretches last year. And he is a beast. He's not Chanel. Deoxys, what does a void year mean? It's basically a year at the end of a contract that they can spread the money out a little bit more so it doesn't hit the salary cap as heavy each year within the contract. But they're a free agent that year. So if you don't sign them, it's dead cap money anyway. Meaning if you don't re-sign them because they become free agents, a portion, the prorated amount of money that you wanted to stretch out just to save money during your salary cap, right? That division times the years that's still divided amongst the void years is dead cap money, but he's not on your team. So you'd actually have to repay him again. So now it comes to void years. It's like, oh, my God, we owe Joey Bosa $12 million this year, a dead cap. And Milano might be 11 or 8 or something. I did a quick video on this like a month or two ago. Somebody can pull it up maybe. Anyway, so you're going to be paying him to go somewhere else. You might as well at least try to pay him to stay here, right? That's kind of the point. And void years are very common. And Brandon Beaton loves them. Put it that way. Yeah, Spin's right. I just did a really long explanation. Spins is more suitable. That just says it's dead cap. It's true. But you can still sign somebody back during those voids. Void year is adding a year to the contract where the player is not on the team for the void year. They're a free agent. Right. There we go. That's a quick way of saying what I said. I want to see DJ Moore, who I think is underrated, I believe is what he's trying to say. Kian will flourish with DJ. I'm so excited for the offense, honestly. Cinnabons. How are you? New? Thank you. Subscribed? I hope. Appreciate you coming in here. The cap space is going to go up. The salary cap. Okay. Oh, I see your next comment here. Hold on. Let me just get to that. You said, or salary cap, I mean. Yes, the salary cap will go up, but it will not go up as much. Are you speaking about the Josh Allen thing in a few years that we were showing? Well, that we can go back to as well. Scare everybody a little bit. hide free agents, and look at 2029 when Josh Allen will cost the Bills, at this very moment in time, will cost the Bills $89 million against the salary cap. They're going to change that. And yes, it'll go up, but I actually think that the NFL is going to come together here shortly and say, guys, we can't keep spiking this salary cap at the rate that we have been because, my word, look what's going on with these quarterbacks. Look what just happened to the Miami Dolphins. They owe a man $100 million. It's not going to play for them ever again. That's a problem, and it's going to become more of a problem because look at all these contracts just these last 2 days. Look at Alec Pierce. The man has never caught more than 50 footballs in a season in his life, and he just signed the highest free agent contract of any wide receiver ever. That's a problem to me. That's a problem to me. Dustin, I'm talking about. Cold front. Like, that's an issue. Not saying that I know that the NFL will feel the same, but they should because it's going to get out of control. It's going to get completely out of freaking control. You just had a center signed for $27 million a year. He's good. But now there is no position that's not worth it, right? A couple years ago, there was like 2 or 3 positions that got the money. Now they're all getting a gosh-forsaken money. You know, nothing is less than $12 million a year, it seems, unless you're talking about a 33-year-old man. And then even so, a 32-year-old edge guy coming off of big-time injuries just signed 4 years, $120 million, right? I think that's what it was. Trey Hendrickson. So my freaking heavens, there's going to be a problem with the salary cap continuing to grow at the margin that it has, in my opinion. I don't know. I that's just my opinion. It's got to stop at some point. Anyway, off my rant box, soapbox, whatever the hell you call it, my bad. Appreciate everybody being in here. I really do. Let's get back to some comments, and then I want to get some football. Very new. Da Vinci, we love you. We love you as if you've been here forever. Well, we're pretty new too, to be honest with you. I think we started in October, right? October, November. We started this channel, so we're new too. Appreciate you. Welcome to the family. This is called the Cold Front Mafia over here. Kelly would be looked at differently if he won even just once. That's for sure. That's for sure. One day, folks, we're gonna go talk about quarterbacks. Okay, we're gonna have a relatively long offseason, and I'm gonna lean into you guys to tell me what you would like to talk about when we have our live sessions or what type of videos you want me to do. I mean, you know, I'm gonna get into film. That's like what I love to do about our new signs, you know, in free agency and DJ Moore. We're gonna get into that stuff for sure when this kind of dust settles in terms of what the roster is going to look like. We're gonna get in a lot, and I want you to tell me what kind of topics you want me to go over. However, I'm telling you, one of our videos, one of our lives is going to be about quarterbacks and wins. And is it a quarterback stat? And how do you judge a quarterback? And what is up to the quarterback versus what is not? And things of that nature, because I am very passionate about what I feel is up to the quarterback and what is not. And I'd like to get all that shit off my chest, but that's time for another day because it would take me entirely way too long to get through it. Spin, that metric says Trent Dilfer is a better quarterback than Josh Allen. What did Spin say? Oh, he says Deoxys. Kelly would be different. Oh, I'm agreeing with Spin's comment also, but that's the way that I'm not going to get into it. But that is the way that people look at quarterbacks. You might not, Spin. I might not. Deoxys might not. But in the event that Jim Kelly did win one of those 4, he would be in a different light to 90% of people, especially the talking freaking heads that are on like ESPN and shit that honestly I can't even stand. Christopher says from Buffalo. Nice, Christopher. Love it. Vade 7815, thoughts on CJ Gardner signing. I'm going to tell you what I told these people here the last few minutes. This proves to me that Sean McDermott had more of a say on the personnel of the Buffalo Bills than maybe we would have liked to admit over the last 8 years. There is no way in hell CJ Gardner-Johnson would be able to be on the Buffalo Bills if Sean McDermott was still the head coach. He's not. Jim Leonard is bringing a freaking edge, and CJ Gardner, and I mean this literally in the most endearing manner, is a dick. And here's the thing. I freaking love it. I fucking love this guy. Excuse my language. I love his edge. I love his attitude. I can't wait until he breaks up a pass on 3rd and 8. I'm trying to paint a picture of a situation where I'm going to be okay with it. When the team's got the ball on their own 18, breaks up a pass, gets a taunting penalty, automatic first down, then they go 3 and out. Okay, we're still going to get the ball back, but he's going to get that taunting penalty, and he's going to piss the hell out of the other team. But you know what? He's going to come to that sideline, and he's going to amp that stadium the hell up, and that team is going to get nasty on the defensive side of the football, and he's going to be the ringleader. I'm just going to call right now. He is going to be the ringleader of being nasty. Nasty. Get off my football field type shit. So that's my take. Those are my thoughts. What do you feel, Vade? I love them. Aaron says, good night, all. Fun discussion. I look forward to joining the next one. Aaron, appreciate you, man. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for joining the family and the subscribe and the follow. And, yeah, we'll see you soon. We'll be on tomorrow. We'll be on tomorrow, my brother. Good night. I remember when most nights it was me, Spin, Deoxys, No Bones, and a few others. Now we have a lot of people in the streams. It's so nice seeing everyone joining. No kidding. No kidding. I love it. I freaking love it. And it's going to be difficult as we go, but I'm up for the challenge to remember everybody. Because we're going to what? What are we going to? 1,000 by the opening kickoff of week 1? I think so. We're going to have to just hold the phone up or some shit and go live from the new stadium. Buy one of them mics that I got to talk like this. Some shit like that. I don't know. You guys all know I'm not a tech person. The other day, nobody could freaking hear me. What do you know? I look up just now, and what do I see, boys and girls? I just told you I was watching the Packers-Bears replay on NFL Network with Willis playing for love. I look up just now. Overtime. Our man, DJ Moore with a walk-off tutty. No, love it, baby. Deoxys, I saw them all. I'm 632. What the hell does that mean? Saw Norwood. Right now, I believe he might almost there. I don't even know what the hell you're saying. 62. Oh, okay. Got it. Cold plunge. Are you talking about jumping in when we win the Super Bowl? Yes, sir. Milano, yes. The bar has to be Super Bowl champion or bust. Yes, it is. The problem is that the owner thinks getting a good playoff seed is good enough. No, not anymore. Oh, Deoxys says, hire me as a GM and he will get a Super Bowl and we will get a Super Bowl. Deoxys, I'll hire you as a GM tomorrow if you can guarantee a Super Bowl. But I actually will disagree that Pagula no longer thinks that getting into the playoffs is good enough. I really actually believe that, truthfully. Okay, then why doesn't Leonard want him? I don't know who you're talking. Milano? Yeah, he's just old. And he doesn't move like he used to. And I mean that in all sincerity. I mean, he's just older. Chanel. He's not like him. He cannot move like Chanel. At least Mark seems to like a fun. Yeah, no shit. Mark is having a great time. I'm so happy he's in here. It's like giving us a challenge to try to understand what the hell he's typing. He's gone to Washington Redskins. Yeah, I said Redskins, but yeah. It's all good by me, bro. I do it all the time. There was Flutie Flakes, a whole lot of bad years. Then Josh Allen. I can't believe how amazing the Bills become. I know, and that's why we can't waste it. You know what I'm saying? That's why it needs to be now or nothing. Now or just stop playing. You're not paying him to go somewhere else when you have a void year because that money was already earned by the player. Yes, but my point is he's already got the money, okay? But now he's hitting your cap for playing somewhere else if you don't resign him. He's already got the money. But he's harming your ability to get another player against the cap while he's playing for a different team. DJ Moore would likely be the best receiver in the AFC East. Bills already have the best running back. Yes. The draft needs a country and a defense, not another receiver or O-lineman. We do need a guard, unless Alec Anderson's the man, which, okay, fine. Like, I'm not even saying it's a bad thing. But I think we need to take another receiver. I do. But let's talk about these receivers. So you have, Diggs is gone, right? You have Kayshon Boutte. He's definitely not the best receiver. He's not over DJ Moore. I mean, that's really it for the Patriots. Well, the Jets have what's his name? Garrett Wilson. It's pretty freaking good. Pretty good. The Dolphins, Jalen Waddle's pretty damn good too. He can make a case, but it's not going to be a laydown. I'm the funniest dude to hang with, man. Wow, I wish I could type right now. All good. The problem is not the salary cap growing. The problem is when the salary cap stops growing and everyone handing out a contract assuming it's going to grow every year. Well, that's true too, but the only way to curb this enthusiasm of just paying people entirely way too much is either they're going to have to play with 7 men on the field, or you got to take the stance. They got to eat shit in order to right the wrongs. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's got to be a pain point somewhere if they're going to reset it. Dexy says, breaking former Falcons DN Arnold Ebiketie, I believe is how they say that. Somebody can correct me, although you're not on here live, but I believe that's how you say it, is signing with the Eagles. Okay, let's find it. Yep. Take a look at his numbers here. You guys see that? He's 27. He's played 4 years in the league. Last year, he played 17 games for Atlanta. Started 3 of them. Don't know much about him. Would have to watch some tape as far as some advanced metrics we can get into, but not really all that worrisome. 2.5 sacks first year, 6 the next 2, and then 2 last year. 36 combined tackles, QB hits 6, 5 tackles for loss. Okay. Yeah, I'd say middle of the road, but I'd have to watch some tape, and I don't know much about him again. And that's, I don't like talking out of context. If I don't know what I'm saying, I don't like to do it. Wasn't that one of your guys, Dexy? Spin asked. Cold front, so how much cap space do we have remaining for free agency? Well, that's what we were going to do, and we didn't. So let's get back here. 2026. This is crazy because if you look, over the cap says we're still 4.7 million over. Deion Dawkins did not get redone, and Dawson Knox numbers have not come out yet. So we don't know. Dawson Knox's numbers have not come out yet. So we really, actually, honest to goodness, do not know, to tell you the truth, Filthy Dollar Bills. I'm having fun. Isn't this what it's about? Yeah, I think that's what you mean. Hell yeah. You're okay, baby. Trent Dilfer, dude, okay. I look at Eli Manning as better than Dan Marino since Eli won 2 and Marino won 0. No contest. See, this is – don't get me going. I'm not talking about it yet. Not talking about it yet. We're going to have our own episode on that. Trent Dilfer, dude, rode the magic. I think McDermott stabilized, stablixed, but no, we got to build off of that. I don't. Darren was better in regular season, but no one really cares except Miami fans. Josh needs to win one to get away from that comp. Yeah. 100K. What the hell does that mean? What's 100K, baby? Vade. Honestly, I agree. Sage is going to bring the edge and junkyard dog mentality aura that our defense has been needing. 100%, Vade. I couldn't agree more, sir. I love it. I freaking love it. The Oxy says, got to get to 1,000 subs, then get to the point where you'll not be able to keep up with the comments. Yeah, I know. I don't want that to happen, though. I don't want that to happen. But, I mean, listen, whatever. We're having fun. And again, if this thing was like paying all my bills or something, it'd be different, but it's not. So, at the moment, I'd rather just hang with people that are cool to hang out with, and we can get our point across. And we did that about both of our signings, and so there's not much other to go through. Spin said yes, but that's money that was supposed to be on the cap on earlier years, but the team chose to push the cap to future years. That's not on the. Oh, I know. Listen, I'm not blaming the player. I'm not blaming the player whatsoever. I don't think any of it's a player's fault, quite frankly. I'm just saying I think void years are almost kind of silly. But like I guess what I'm saying is it's weird to me that the NFL added those as an option. I'm not blaming the player at all, Spin. They got nothing to do with that. They don't care, right? Quite frankly, I'd love to see a statistic. I don't know if it's out there. I would almost venture to say that players with void years probably end up staying on the teams much more often than if the void years were not there. Does anybody know that number? I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying I bet that it probably leads to retention of that player more often than not. Just my assumption, but I don't know this. Ayuk to the Bills? No. Eric Stews, stop that now. No. Have we made any signings since CJ Gardner-Johnson? Wyatt? No, we have not. How you doing, Wyatt? What's good, Ike Dobbs? Pat's overpaid for sound. What's good, Ike? How are you, man? Daryl says, we'll have to pay for 13 services just to watch all the games so they can pay us all this money. Yeah, right. Yeah, well, that's a great point. How did they let Reggie get away? Too much money. $4 million is too much money. Jackson Hawes will be in the fullback duty more often than not this year. Watch out for that. Not a bad thing. I'm just saying that's going to take over that duty. Ryan says, I hope I live long enough to see the Bills win a Super Bowl. You and me both, my friend. Why CJ Gardner? Because he's an absolute pit bull, and he's kind of a dick, and he's still got plenty of life left, and we need the edge that we haven't had for 8 or 9 years because it doesn't fit Sean McDermott's mold. He's still a player, by the way. I mean, I think he had a couple picks last year. I mean, he's still a player. He can still move around. Patriots are getting better. I agree. We will thaw you out in New England. That's a great comment. Robert Farias, who is about to subscribe to the channel or follow, and I really appreciate him coming in here. This is the best quote of the day. We will thaw you out because of the name Cold Front. We will thaw you out in New England. Not going to happen, sir, but what a freaking comment. Oh, God, here's a Bills fan. Jack, yeah, oh, God. You're right. You're absolutely correct. And you're a fan of who, Jack? What gave it off? Was it the name Cold Front Buffalo? Was it the hat? Or was it the sweatshirt? I'm not sure how you could tell. Jackson McCray, 0-5 versus Chiefs in the playoffs this year? That's impossible. But sure. Come in here, try to be a jerk, and you say something that doesn't make any logical sense whatsoever. G Mills, how are you doing, G Mills? Another new guy or lady. I'm telling you, I love seeing new faces. G Mills says Garrett is the best in the AFC East. Probably right now, proven. Well, I don't know. DJ Moore's close, bro. Who will be the best this year? We'll have to wait and see. I think the AFC East is Garrett Wilson's division to lose. You know, he's earned that right to be named the best. So I think it's his to lose. Also, have the Bills signed anyone since CJ? No, not that I know of. I'm just gonna hit refresh here on my X. You know, Arnold was probably a really, really good fit here. And I think Dexy did say that he was on his list. It kind of stinks to see him go as a depth defensive player. I don't think so, but can I show you guys this? I don't think anything's happened since Gardner Johnson. I'm just gonna show you this. You know who that is, right? I don't know if you all saw the kid that shaved his head. Said, "I will shave my head if Max Crosby gets traded to the Ravens." Look at this. First of all, that looks like J.J. Watt. Okay. Secondly, this is real too. That's 100% J.J. Watt. Is that not J.J. Watt? But this is some dude getting a Max Crosby tattoo after he was traded to the Baltimore Ravens for 4 days. Oh my God. Just too much. Too much. You gotta love yourself a little bit more than that. First of all, it doesn't even look like Max Crosby at all. Not for one friggin' second. I'm telling you, that's a Watt. Is that not a Watt, brother? Jackson McCrae says, "Oh, I don't know what that means." Oh, he's the dude that, yeah, Chiefs. Oh, Jackson, co-parter. Co-parter to what? Okay, Jackson, obviously I understand that you have not been in this channel before because I can tell you one thing. The one thing that I don't do is cope, okay? I'm not coping with anything. I'm doing just fine. There's no need for me to cope with anything. You come into somebody's live and you make up a state or a question. 0-5 versus the Chiefs in the playoffs this year. Like, obviously, it shouldn't need to be said, but no one can lose 5 playoff games in a single year period, and it's certainly not against the same team. So that's just like a stupid question. I'm not coping at all about anything to do with the Bills and the Chiefs history. It has nothing. That's just a stupid statement. Glad Anderson got another year. Griff, appreciate the follow, man. Thank you. I don't Diggs or Tyreek. Okay. I disagree, Diox. We have DJ and Shakir. That's it. We hope Keon and Palmer are good this year, but we still need another wide receiver. I agree with you, too. I think I said that same thing. DJ Moore will be a surprise for most. In a good way, the newest Patriots wide receiver Romeo Doubs will wear 87. The number of New England great Rob Gronkowski. Holy wow. That's actually surprising to me. I think that's breaking news, if I'm being honest. Dobbs will be wearing Rob Gronkowski's number. The fact that anyone will be wearing Rob Gronkowski's number again in the Patriots uniform is kind of crazy if you're asking me. Totally crazy. Yes, agreed, Dexy. I'm surprised as well. Thank you for telling everyone that. Thank you. Ethan Davis says we're up to 275 subscribers now. Shit, boys. What does that mean? What is that, like 10 or 15 just tonight, I think, right? 15 maybe? Thank you, everyone. And Ethan, watching Chubb Dawkins was clowned. Watching Chubb Dawkins. Chubb did clown Dawkins a time or two, if that's what you mean, 100%. If you're not subscribed, here's your reminder. Please do. We're growing. We got to get to 1,000 by kickoff of week 1 in the 2026 season. And I think we're going to do this. I think we're going to do this together. We got a lot in store for the offseason. We're going to do this. We got to do this together. All right? We got to do this together. So in this chat, all the right questions get asked and answered. Cap, draft, void, O versus D. Then I talk to friends outside of here and sound smart. Ha! Hey, man. whatever it takes. You know what I'm saying? I do the same thing. I learn stuff from you guys every day. Every day. I'm not the smartest. Never claimed to be. I think we can all learn a thing or two from each other. How's that? That's how we grow the channel. I think everyone that hangs in here often knows more than the average person. And then we all get together and we kind of brainstorm, and I'll bring shit up and I'll show you the proof, and we'll talk about the worst tattoo artist to ever fucking put ink inside someone's body, like this picture here to my my left. No, it's my right. Anyway, and then we get it together. We do it together. I was an early sub. I'm woke. I can see the real. I was an early sub. I'm woke. I can see the real. I don't know what that means. Do you really mean that you're saying I'm woke? I don't think you mean. We know we're not talking politics in here, right? Ayuk still hasn't been released from the 49ers yet, to be real. J Ham, 2020. How we doing? J Ham, doing well. How are you, sir? Ma'am, don't know. One eye closed at this point. Yeah. I love it. Sullivan having a great freaking night. I gotta do whatever he's doing. Mark Sullivan, I gotta do whatever you're doing, brother. I thought he was today. No. We can look it up. Why don't we look it up? We'll just do this real quick. Well, if we can see here, I think not yet, because Spot Track still has Brandon Ayuk on the 49ers, boys. They still have him on the 49ers. Don't forget, McCole Hardman is still on the roster. The Green Light Channel. The Green Light Channel, I think, has been on here before. Been a while, I believe, but the Green Light Channel's been on here before. But thanks for hanging with us again. This is true. This is very true, actually. I think he is not on the 51, though. So he's more like already or no, is he a free agent? He was a 1-year guy, wasn't he? He's got to be somewhere. Yeah, he's still technically on the Bills practice squad, I believe. I think he's not like technically part of that 51-man roster. No, Ayuk's not coming to Buffalo. There's no way, Mark. I mean, again, no one has any idea what the hell you're typing now. I just saw the name No and Ayuk. And I think I get where you were going with that. And the fact that you were anywhere close to spelling his name correct is phenomenal for you. Not that I had still on the team per spot, and I think 49ers to hold on to him for trade bait because Washington wants him. Oh, I didn't hear that, but I don't know. I don't think that's actually they want him? I don't know, bro. Deoxys says, excuse me, sorry, cold front, if you ever need to flex, just got to show the actual cold front buffalo in the background. Fear the horns. Yeah, let's do that. Bang. And then I'm going to make this nice and small down here. Boom. Boom. Stay out the way, boys. There it is. Okay? So everybody comes in here and bust balls. That's what you're messing with. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. McCole as a D field stretcher, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Oh my God, you guys gotta be live. What the fuck, Marco? CJ might be the most solid after Chubbs. Trying to figure out what that is. Why would you get a tattoo of another man across your whole back for any reason whatsoever, ever? I'm with you, but it's not even the right guy, bro. It's not even the right freaking guy. Oh, a small tattoo on the bicep of the cold front buffalo would be okay. Yeah, imagine that. Well, I don't want anybody around here getting a cold front, buffalo. I'm not saying that. You guys are grown men, but I'm just saying I wouldn't advise. You're making it when haters start showing up. Yeah, I guess you're right. We don't get that many haters, so we haven't made it yet. We really don't. I got to be honest with you. What's up, man? What we talking about? Go Bills. Bradley J. We're talking CJ Gardner. We're just talking Brandon Ayuk. Somebody thought that he was signed to, who was it? A different team, but no, he's still a 49er. How do you feel about CJ Gardner Johnson? Jack asked. Huge fan of the edge that he brings to the Buffalo Bills and their defense. Huge edge. My term that I've been using tonight is he's kind of like a dick. Like he's like an asshole a little bit, and I freaking love it. I think the more and more I think about it, I think it's my favorite signing this whole offseason for the Buffalo Bills. And I'm not even kidding. I know it's only an hour or a year, but I'm loving it, boys. Skull T-Farm coming in here from that's a Minnesota thing, yeah? Glad Anderson got another year. Go Bills. Yep. Absolutely. Griff, thank you for the follow. Yes, he's the kind of player you hate to play against but love to have on your team. Bradley, you're absolutely right. Bernie Smith, how are you? You're 100% right, Bradley. One of the OGs as well, without question. I'm having fun. If you can't deal with me, sorry about your luck. Now you're stuck with Mark Sullivan. Okay, my question for Chiefs fans, Dexy says, is your defense if your defense has gotten a lot worse and Mahomes is coming off ACL, you all have way more to worry about than when you beat the Bills. This is true. I don't think that the Chiefs have gone forward. I think they've actually gone backwards. I mean, is that horrible to say? I don't think so. That's not just me because I'm not a Chiefs fan. I think it's actually the truth. Both of your stud cornerbacks are gone. How the freak do you replace that? What are you going to turn into the Bills now? You're going to try to score a whole bunch of points and not stop anybody ever? They had very good defenses when they're winning Super Bowls. And they ran the football when they were running Super Bowls. They can't run the football last year. Now, they lost Tooney, right? And but they just signed who they get? Kenneth Walker Jr., K9, so that's good. But you need a line too. The Bills at least didn't dismantle their line. I don't think the Chiefs are. I don't want to say you don't need to think about them because they'll sneak up on you for sure. But I don't think that the Chiefs are going to I don't think they've done anything. Why do you have J.J. Watt wearing a Baltimore Ravens uniform wearing Crosby's number 10? Thank you, Spin. Is that not what we just looked at? Is that not freaking? We're going to look at it again. That right there. If I just did this, how do I get it? Take away that helmet. And, the helmet on the left side and then the Raven on the right. You're like, oh, that's TJ. Or no, that might even be JJ. Either one. But the one person you're going to say the one person you're not going to say that it is, if I gave you 25 guesses, nobody's saying that right there is Max Crosby. Nobody in the world. So not only is it a horrible freaking tattoo, but the man didn't even end up on the team. That's too funny. That's worse than the head shaving because the head shaving, obviously, as we all know, will grow back. Chris Jones gave up on a play that you lost a game, quite literally. Let Trevor get up twice, score. And Chris Jones was tweeting out, who was it? Saying that they want him to, old man from New Orleans, Cam Jordan. Did that happen? I don't believe it happened yet, but the rumblings that Cam Jordan was going to, after 15 years or whatever in New Orleans, go to Kansas City, although I don't think it happened yet. Yeah, I don't think so. That was from a few years ago. I'm not all worried about the Chiefs being good. Their run is done. I could kind of tend to agree. I think with what we've done, let's go draft. Yeah. I'm kind of with you there. You need to find a pic of Crosby and JJ to compare it to. Okay, so all right. All Or how do I do this? JJ Watt. No, it's more TJ. TJ Watt. I don't know how we're going to do this, but all right, so I'm going to pull that up. All right, bear with me. I think I know how to do this the best way, but it might not always work how I want it to, because again, I'm not a tech guy, but I'm going to work on this here as we're talking, because the first photo that I'm going to be using here is absolutely exactly what I was talking about. So I'll put that like that. Okay. And then I'm gonna where'd it go? I gotta get back to what do you got? Oh, there it is. Okay. So I'm going to do I gotta really zoom in here. Oh shit. It's coming. I don't know how, but it's gonna come. I don't know. Guys, I'm just pulling this shit out of my ass, but it's working. It's working. Give me 2 more seconds, and I think we'll be able to do this. I mean, for the love of all that's holy, I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt as well and find a photo that kind of like does the best representation of that tattoo. And here's what I got. Let me roll this over this way so I can see what I'm doing. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tell me, boys. Here it is. Tell me how that photo or that tattoo looks like the guy on the freaking left. I think you're looking at, I think this is right. I'm looking at it as Max Crosby's on the left and TJ Watt is, or JJ, no, TJ, sorry, is on the right. But how in the world does that not look like TJ Watt, but it looks like Max Crosby? There's no freaking way, boys. There's no freaking way. And this guy got this shit tattooed on his back for the 45 minutes that this tattoo doesn't even look like is on his back for the rest of his life. Absolutely freaking insane. Bradley, yeah, I know. I wish as well, but he's too expensive. $4 million is too much for him. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. It's just too much. Exactly. We need to be feared as a franchise. Jack Shack, you're absolutely right. Get somebody to go in there and just freaking pound shit. And, be a little dick. Be a little dickish. I don't think K9 is going to help them that much. I don't disagree with you. I think their team has, K9's a freak, but you can only do what your offense can allow you to do. And that line means just as much, plus a good running back as well. Pacheco runs violently. K9 is nasty, though. He's nasty with it. We got to admit. And Pacheco was signed for like $1 million or something, like nothing. Who do I think is getting drafted too high? Oh, boy. Probably one of the edge rushers, because there's such an infatuation with edge guys. And which one, I'm not really quite sure. But that would be my gut on which position gets drafted too high. Or is Mendoza what everyone is saying that he's going to be? I don't know. Maybe he's a bust. A lot of people think that he might be a bust. All right, so we're going to go through these. All right, wonder what age difference of most people are in the chat. I know we usually ask where everyone is from. I'm 22, by the way. Yeah, I mean, if people want to say how old they are, by all means. I'm 39. I'll be 40. The big 4 freaking 0 in December. Still want reader. Me too. I hate Prince. How are you, Prince? Hate the Alfred signing. I wasn't a fan in the beginning. I think it's kind of between the Taron Johnson dead money and D. Alfred coming in. I thought it was kind of a waste of money. That said, D. Alfred does fit the scheme extremely well. And his quarterback rating against in 2025 was 77. Taron Johnson's was 97. So I'll give him that. He did have a few turnovers. He's more of a ball skill guy, so he's a ball hawk a lot more than Taron Johnson. Taron Johnson might be a little bit better in the box. But when you have 4 linebackers and your heavy linebacker edge guys, and you don't run a lot of nickel, maybe you don't need the box guy. And he's more of a kind of floating. I think he's going to be used both as nickel and almost like depth at cornerback, because I think he's played some outside as well. So he's played both outside and inside. Taron Johnson really does not play outside. So he might be a little bit more versatile. I'll give him that. And quite frankly, other than the dead money for Taron Johnson, which is not his fault, he's a pretty friendly contract. Forget about the Taron shit. He's a pretty friendly contract. Spin says CB Nate Hobbs to the 49ers. Confirmed? Why price? Not sure what you mean. This comment was a few minutes ago, so I'm not too sure. Nickel is still valued in our defense, and he is a type of nickel Jim likes. Why Prince? Oh, okay, I see. You were asking him why. Got it. The Green Light Channel. Yeah, no shit, right? And now that you see that, he's 100% TJ. Has very strong opinions about JJ and Crosby. Always. No, it's about the tattoo. I know it's about the tattoo. This is hilarious. I'm actually crying a few tears over this tattoo in the comments. Laughing tears. Well, I'm telling you, like, this is real. Did you pull it up on X and watch those comments? Is that what you're talking about? That's what you should do. Pull it up on X and read those fucking comments. Holy moly. I can already tell you it looks more like Watt. The real question we should ask is, how much did the guy pay to have this wrong guy tattoo? This is exactly the point. Oh, my God. That is TJ Watt. How do you mess that up? Exactly. What about Chris Hemsworth? That is true. It's him more than it is Max Crosby, too. Somebody's got to clip this. I'm going to clip this part of it. I really am. I'm going to clip this part of it because that is the worst tattoo ever made. You tell me who it's supposed to be. Oh, my God. The tattoo took longer to get than the amount of time crossed. 100%. He didn't finish that until after he left. So then the guy's like, fuck it. Just put TJ Watt on there because I like TJ. Dude's tattoo artist has to be a Steelers fan. Exactly. Oh, I can't take it, boys. Oh, Dexy says he's 21. Oh, the Green Light Channel. I think they will take out of the first and add picks. That's what a lot of people are thinking at the point. Or at the moment, and I wouldn't overly disagree. That does seem like a play for them. Hopefully get 2 seconds for that first. Gorhira. Hey, my man. What's up, Gorhira? How are you? Thank you for joining. I don't think that I've spoken to you before, Gorhira, 1701. So if you're new to this channel, thank you so much. Welcome. We're just having a laugh at this guy that had this tattooed on his back that it was supposed to be Max Crosby, but it most certainly is TJ Watt, no matter what the fuck he says. And either way, he was on the Ravens for 27 minutes. And here's the tattoo that he got. So you can tell I didn't Photoshop that thing into like being TJ Watt or being someone else. This is literally what he got. I can't make it up. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Funniest thing I've ever seen. Kyle Stewart comes back in and says, let's effing go Patriots. Your Bills will be behind us for the next 10 years. Here's the issue, Kyle. I actually think the Patriots weren't that good. And kill me for saying it. I get it. I really don't think the Patriots are all that great. I don't think Drake May is that good. Time will tell. He'll probably end up being a pretty good quarterback, and I wish he wasn't in the AFC East. I mean, I'll give you that, but I don't know if he's that guy. We'll see. Remains to be seen. Good, solid team. Flaws and holes. I don't think that the Bills, I don't think you have a lock at all to the AFC East, even this year. I may have gotten a damn Reggie the Hammer Gilliam jersey if we re-signed him. Hey, man, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have. You know what I'm saying? I am not saying that you shouldn't have. How many subscribers do we have now, Ethan? Because I got to call this quits, man. I got to go to bed. But we've been doing really good. Everyone's helping us out. We had, I don't know, 15 or 20 tonight. If you're not and you're in here, please subscribe the hell out of this channel. Like the channel, share it to everybody. Put your notification bell in. We have a goal of, what was it? 1,000 subscribers by opening night for 2026 season. I think it's definitely something we can get to. I don't see why not. Really don't see why we can't get there. I think that's pretty reasonable. Although I don't really know how this works. I think it was Ethan told us that generally speaking, once you get to 500, then 1,000, like once you get into bigger numbers, you kind of play that momentum game, and it's easier to go even further from there. Makes total sense. But we got to start somewhere, right? We've only been doing this for a few months. So appreciate everybody. Subscribe if you're not. I've got some last few comments that we'll hit, and then we're going to call it quits and hopefully some more action tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Ethan says, welcome in, Gahira. Dexy, I didn't even process before that was TJ when I first saw it. It was like, it's not like, that's not Crosby. What did that dude do? Exactly. But yeah, that's why I said the first thing that I thought of just happened to be, I was like, oh, that's a Watt. Maybe he can get a Crosby that dude to cover up the Watt. Yeah, no kidding. This is so sad. That guy's owed a refund, 100% full refund. Patriots defense is by far the best in the AFC East. Drake May has upside as well. Patriots defense was by far, yeah. Patriots did get rid of Tonga. Well, didn't get rid of him, but he signed in Kansas City. You still got Christian Gonzalez. You did make another signing, right? Forget who it was. On the defensive side of the ball? I don't know. With what's happening here, I'm actually thinking that the Bills might have the best defense. Just telling you. Just telling you. But this is going to be a great year either way. You can't leave until you get 1K. Oh, my God, I got to go to bed, brother. Still wants 275, but we gained like 15 tonight. Okay, that's awesome. That's great. What's the most we've ever had in a live chat? What, at a single time? I don't know, 50, 60? Short period of time, but oh, that's right. You got Byard on a 1-year deal. That's right. It was a good deal, and I wanted that deal, so I'm mad at you. That's right. That's a good deal. That makes you better, 100%. He's good. I like Byard. After 500, it goes a lot faster. Okay, I mean, listen, I don't know, so that's what I trust Ethan, and that's what he's telling us. What if the guy showed a tattoo artist a picture of J.J. Watt thing? Well, who knows? That'd be a Ravens fan for you, right? What's the most of it? Yeah, I think that's what it was, Ethan. I don't really remember. One of these videos, we had like 1,000 total from top to bottom. I don't know. I'm going to Bikini Atoll in 27. Kaiju incoming. Very happy if it ended today. Just want nose tackle, but I'm tired of the negativity there. Bills now really impressed with DJ. Yeah, man. God bless you. Awesome for the Bikini Atoll thing. I don't really know exactly what that means. I'm going to be honest with you. I've heard of Kaiju. Not a clue what it means. Very happy if it ended today. Talking about free agency probably, I think. You just want a nose tackle. Agree. I think the majority of us actually agree with that for sure. And we hopefully will get one. I think we will. And DJ Moore, super stoked and excited about that myself. I think it's going to be a huge benefit to the Buffalo Bills and the offense. Just another threat, both intermediate and still got some speed for a deep threat, but he's a strong possession guy as well, and he can work outside, inside, slot game. Look at his even just simply highlights. If you just pull up his highlights from 2025, you don't have to watch film, like I love doing, but just watch his highlights. Slots, slants, outs, digs, deep balls, goes, posts, corners. Like his route tree is pretty freaking good. He can get separation on almost anything, but he also literally probably had 12 or 15 bubble style screens, wide receiver screens, just like Khalil, like our play with Khalil and the tight ends and everybody. So he's going to fit in just nicely, just perfectly. So I think it's a great signing for the Buffalo Bills, and I'm excited about that. Yeah, that's true. I don't think that we've had that. I don't know, but if it happened or if it does happen, like, how do you even know? Unless I highlight this thing up here I have in the corner and I go over the top of it. But, like, there's nothing that says, oh, you got 100 people in here, right? I don't know. I have no clue. Well, we're at now 276, Ethan. So somebody must have just subscribed, which I appreciate the hell out of. Might have been Gorhira, who is going to Bikini Atoll. Kaiju incoming. Okay. Gorhira, if that was you, appreciate your subscribing. Anyways, that's it for me. All right. Just work it. I did. Well, I appreciate it, Gorhira. Thank you so much. Bird Dog, I have a friend that went to the snowstorm game in San Fran, and that was a freaking awesome game. The best photo maybe of all time. Josh Allen diving into the pylon from a pitchback from this is how tired I am. It was his 6th touchdown game, right? Somebody help me. Amari Cooper. Sorry. Bills will retain the division. Agreed. Pats winning 7 games. I don't know about that, but I think that the Bills will take the division. Not Uncle Fester. Thank you for the follow. Thank you so much. So now the guy becomes a Raiders fan. Who knows? Who knows? But that's not Max Crosby, so he's actually a Steelers fan. Bengals versus Bills playoffs. No, I don't think the Bengals are going there. The first time we get 100. Oh, yeah, that's true. Just working at it. Thank you. Was it 207? There it is. And won that trip. Please don't put no. I ain't paying for that trip, okay? That's not what that was about. That's not what that was about. I'm happy that he's going on his trip. I'm not funding that trip. Thank you very much, the Oxus. I'm surprised it wasn't I'm surprised you said it and it wasn't freaking Mark, okay? Giving away trips and shit. I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. Everyone, Marcus Warren. Thank you. Yes, Amari Cooper. I know it took me about, 25 minutes to remember that freaking name. And it was just freaking last night. Have a good night. Get some sleep. Yes, I hope she has a good evening as well. And Spin, you got to cut it out. All right? Cut it out, my guy. Cut it the freak out. Mark definitely passed out. And if anyone's going to make up some bullshit and lies that I was giving away trips and shit, I definitely would have said it was him tonight. Anyway, Marcus says, Buffalo retake the AFC East division this season. You can book it. What a great comment to end on. I love you all. Appreciate it very, very much for everything that you do. Hopefully we get some more updates, but either way, Bradley Chubb, huge. Don't downplay it. Big move for the Buffalo Bills. And, of course, CJ Gardner-Johnson, bringing the edge, bringing the nasty, bringing the mean, and he's a little bit of an asshole. First time in a long time that we're able to absorb that and take that nastiness onto the football field. I am all in with it. So I love all of these. Mark Spencer, yes, you're bringing me. Oh, great for you. Good night. Good night. Later. Peace. Love everybody. Talk to you tomorrow. Go Bills.